You said, kind of looking back, at that Air Force game, and we talked to you a little bit afterward. Obviously tough loss for you guys, but it seemed like offensively you got it working a little bit better in the second half of the pass game. What'd you kind of take from that game going into the bowl game?
When I went back and watched the film, I had a few drop balls in the first half that can't happen, and we were blaming it on the sun, but that's just nature. It's always going to be there, like Coach Adams told us. So just going back and watching over that and working on ball skills, I think it's going to be a big difference.
Did you have a picture going over 1,000 yards? I mean, it's probably kind of a goal, of a personal goal, but I mean, to do it your first season playing at this level.
Yeah, we always write out our goals at the beginning of the season, but while it's going on, we don't think about it. We just think about winning. So I don't really think about all the stats until the end of the season.
Was that one of the goals that you might have wrote down, though?
Oh, yes. It was double-digit touchdowns and 1,000 yards. And I actually got to complete both of them, so it was pretty cool.
What was that? What's it been like working side by side with Thomas, a guy who's obviously been a record setter, but obviously now you guys both are 1,000-yard receivers. First time Boise State's had that. What's that kind of been like to team up?
It's pretty cool. Thomas teaches me a lot. Like I just go back and watch his cut-ups all the time. Like he's like one of the receivers that finds open areas and like always finds great eyes. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I take from him.
You're obviously a guy with good size and great stats, stuff like that. Certainly, people mention maybe this guy's a pro prospect. Have you thought about that, or do you intend to come back next year?
I haven't really thought about that. I'm just worried about finishing out the season and going to play one more time in Baylor, and hopefully we get this done.
Is that a crazy question to ask, or is there a chance that you might decide to enter the draft?
No, I haven't really thought about that much. Like I said, I've just been thinking about like getting this game over with and hopefully get out there and win.
What does, when you look at Baylor, we talk a lot about their offense, and certainly people look at that, but defensively, what did you notice?
Well, from previous films, I don't know if they'll play us the same because like we have this long period to correct, but they play a lot of man and their safeties don't really help, and that's kind of like what New Mexico did, so hopefully they keep that going.
That worked out okay for you guys? So. It seems like when you mentioned a lot of teams playing zero, and guys kind of stacking the box and stuff, that's worked well for you guys in the past game. It's kind of what you said Air Force was going to do, and worked well in the past game later. You mentioned it, maybe possibly exciting matchup for you guys?
Yes, well, like I said, most teams either they try to stop the run or try to stop the pass, and most teams get in trouble trying to stop both when we're doing it. So I think one of our aspects is going to start popping this game.
How much do you feel like you've grown since the beginning of the season, and has it been something where you've gone from just trying to execute the plays to maybe actually being able to work and grow as a wide receiver on certain things?
Yeah, I think I've grown a lot more. Like at first, I was just trying to catch the ball, get down, and now I'm just like trying to catch. Every time I catch, I'm trying to score. But it's just like smarter decisions that I'm making out there, and when I know when to get down and when to keep going.
How much has just Coach Adams helped you in your growth and where you're at right now?
He's definitely helped me a lot, like body control, and then run after catch. That's what he preaches most, and that's what we practice. And then he also catch everything, like frisbee catching dogs. That's what he uses. So that's what I've been working on most.
Was this regular season a success for Boise State, or was it a disappointment? Was it somewhere in between? How would you kind of assess it?
Well, for me, like I said, this is probably one of the better seasons I've had. But obviously, just reading stuff about it, Bronco Nation wasn't very pleased in the beginning. So I think we definitely want to come out stronger.
What's it like to learn those expectations, I guess? I mean, you're your first-year player in this program and coming as a junior. So what's it like to kind of learn and understand the expectations?
It feels pretty good to know that the city's always behind our back, but they're going to let us know the standard, and all the players that's coming in are going to know the standard too.
Does that, you mentioned that you still have another game left. How much is that kind of a driving factor for this team that you want to end it on the right note, and especially since your last game was a loss?
Yeah, it's definitely a big drive for us. We get to go all the way to Phoenix. We get this long practice period, and we take it on each other in practice. So I think we're definitely ready to unleash it on someone else.
When you heard, what was the first thing you thought of when you heard you guys were playing Baylor?
I was pretty excited. I was like, we have to play a big time team in Phoenix, so it's going to be warm, so there should be no issues.
They're 6-6. I know they've lost 6 in a row, but you think they'll come out motivated for this one? They got a new coach hired now and stuff. I mean, what do you think you're going to get from them?
Yeah, like I said, they got 3 weeks to correct everything they've done, and I definitely think they're going to come out highly motivated, and their coaches, just like our coaches, put in the work, so I think they're going to be ready just as much as we are.
It'll be at night, so the sun won't be a problem then, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
And there's roof.
And there's roof.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it.